him be righteous still.
Just like our father.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
Embrace who you really are, son.
It's been like what, 2 years late or almost 3 years, because by the first time this movie was announced, the writers and actors strike affected it.
Yeah.
The first trailer came out,
Yeah.
then they pushed it back. But finally, just in I think November this year, we are going to get to see Kraven, the Hunter, and of course this is a spin-off. December,
13th of December.
December, and this is a Spider-Man spin-off. I mean, he's a villain, but you're talking about an anti-hero here.
Yeah.
Anti-hero kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean,
by his wife.
Well, he's a hunter.
so
He's striving to be the best hunter in the world.
it's the characteristics of the animal. You know, when you have the alpha and the prey and all of that, you have the animal instincts is what drives him. And so I am really looking forward to this, especially when you see the actor Taylor Johnson, who is said to be the next James Bond. So that is
so this
the new
guy,
James Bond, if the reports are to be believed.
do you remember him from
not
Bullet
been
Train though? Do you
Of
remember?
course, of
Like
course,
he's
of course.
I've just been seeing him in
course.
every other movie now, and
course.
seeing him as James Bond could just work.
Yeah.
I feel like he's having an amazing career. If you said this was shot 2 years ago, it began 2 years ago, I believe you, because that was when we started seeing him everywhere. So
Even like 3 years.
3 years.
A very long time. It's been there. It should have come out like a year ago. So you know how long it takes. But then the strikes and everything. And then I think there was some issues that had to do with some rights and all of that came
Yeah.
on and all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to
Okay.
him. He was well jacked up for this one. And for James Bond, he definitely would have to take a haircut or something because he's
Yeah,
not going
of
to look
course,
like that
of course.
for James Bond.
Of
yeah,
course.
I mean the James
think he's
Bond
gonna be a great James
is a classic Devon. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have
This is
the.
2024. A lot of things are happening.
Is that?
Let me know if someone
Well,
wants to see
seeing
but
James Bond with a beard would
This is
be funny.
2024.
No. See,
You will be
something about the English.
Yeah.
There's something about the way they are conservative and the
Of
way
course,
they keep.
of course.
See,
True.
they will keep to tradition so strongly that even the English Gen Z,
Yeah.
they will tell you
They will
why
adjust.
when they get to Buckingham Palace, the guards are not moving.
Yeah.
They are very traditional.
True.
That's one thing about them.
It's a
So
part of their
you
culture.
cannot James Bond with a bed.
How?
How? You just. But yeah, come on. Up next is Mufasa. Mufasa. I've been looking forward to this one because this is a prequel, the origin story of the greatest king of all time.
Yes,
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
Your story.
Wow. Wow.
Great one there. Great one there. Great one
It looks
there.
so realistic,
Great one
though.
there,
They've
yeah.
taken it beyond, beyond CGI. I'm gonna call it. It just feels almost too real. I don't know.
Someone said it was Discovery Channel, but then I love it. I after seeing the remake of Lion King, the
Yeah.
original Lion King, of course they're all Lion Kings, and this is Lion King Mufasa. That's what this one is about. Of course, the origin story of Simba's father, and the reason why is because of. Simba, someone said if the person who raised the person who became the greatest or became the storyline, there's also something about his story. And that's why I'm looking forward to this one. That's why I love this prequel.
Of course. I mean, I think I love. I love the idea of this particular one because the truth is, as I said, I mean, we have heard a lot about Mufasa. Anyways, I mean, I think it's high time we let you know what the whole buzz is about, right? Of course, we know Simba was a great guy and all that, but yeah, we really need to dig into that story. But I think something that's also very interesting for me here is that Blue Ivy actually plays the voice of Nara.
Yeah.
And she's doing that alongside her mom, who's
Yeah, of
actually
course.
Nala, and I can imagine how fulfilling that must actually feel for Beyonce and
Mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter.
In the same movie.
Yeah.
That Donald Glover is in there as well. Seth Rogen is back. And Dandy Newton as well. So some amazing voices for you to connect with in this one. When is that one coming out?
Sometime later on during the year.
Okay.
It's coming out December.
We've got
a lot of movies are coming out.
December. All right, so the 7 dwarfs are here with Snow White. How many of the dwarfs can you name? Well, let's take a look at the trailer for Snow White. And? No, there's no and. This is Snow White, but you know it's always with the 7 dwarfs.
Oh, the original live-action Snow White.
Yeah.
The live-action version of the animated movie that came out in the 80s. Was it the 80s or it was the 80s? And some of the classic stories or songs I'm already hearing. Whistle while you work. I can already remember the song. It's going to bring back so much nostalgia. Gal Gadot
Yes.
being the
The
Evil-
stepmother.
evil
All of that.
evil
So yeah. Well, like it's trying to, for me, it's trying to get the mix of both worlds, nostalgia for us,
Yeah.
and trying to get the newer ones into the
Yeah.
fray. With it's Disney. It's Disney. So
Yeah.
Disney can almost never get wrong. So a big shout out to them
yeah.
and all that. They're doing quite a great lot of work and all of that. So yeah, kudos.
I think
Great
why they
one,
keep on
Disney.
doing this whole remake thing is because, yeah, of course, they want to actually, I mean, it's the marketing strategy as well. I mean, of course, a lot of people watched it growing up.
Yeah.
So now they're bringing it back. Definitely people will be like, oh, even just for the nostalgia, just watch it again and all of
Yeah,
that. But this
yeah,
particular one
quite-
is coming out
Yeah.
in 2025.
Yeah, next year.
March.
Yeah,
It's going to take a lot.
much cooler.
So I have to,
Yeah.
I stand corrected. It came out, the original animation came out in 1937, not 87. I was just a bit on the fence because I feel like Snow White is always supposed to look hotter than the witch. I feel like Gal Gadot is too hot to
Have you seen
as
some
the
witches?
no.
From
I
my
haven't.
village?
I know. I've never met them. I'm not.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Interesting.
Okay, let's
I
take a
don't
look
know.
at the next
Justice
trailer.
for the witches.
Bego.
Look at the next trailer.
Witches are pretty.
Arcane came out with a lot of aplomb. That was due,
Arcane.
of course, to the groundbreaking level of animation and, of course, the story. Quite very cool. Well, the second and final season of Arcane, we just had a sneak peek into what it will look like. Let's take a look.
Wow. Okay.
Arcane League of Legends. This was groundbreaking. I love the story. The story was multifaceted. I mean, it just shows you how family is complicated, very complicated. How do you love someone so much? You can give your life for the person, and then it gets to the point where there is now so much discord that you people go as far as almost even taking your lives. It's a nice storyline as well as, I mean, with sisters and all of that. So I am really looking forward to the second season. She becomes some sort of a villain, but that was a sweet little girl. But many circumstances do happen, and it just tells you how life can be complicated.
Yeah. Well, I've heard about Arcane as far back as the early 2000s. I'm not sure whether it was a comic or a game. It was a game. And now bringing it onto Netflix, I think is an amazing move. Season 2 looks interesting. That was just a teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah?